What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of the Return to Infinity Gold Stars. There is actually another CTGP track update coming very soon, and I'm only on episode 3 of this one, so I really have to pick up the pace. I just had my first day of online school just now, so I am a bit tired, which is why I figured today I'd play something a bit shorter and a bit simpler. So today we are playing DS Figure-8 Circuit. The staff ghost is a 121.939 by McQueen using me and the spear. Now the track is very short and very simple, as most of you may know, but the staff ghost is still pretty difficult. It's under 2 seconds behind the BKT. So I am going to be using the spear for this one, mostly because I actually struggle with chain wheelies and this track has a lot of them. So I really need to make sure I use the optimal vehicle. I'm still not going to be using Funky Kong, but since me is very comparable to Funky Kong, it has a very large speed stat as well, I'm going to be using Rosalina. I would use my Mii as well, but my Mii is not large, as you can see, and I don't really want to change that right now, so Rosalina is the next closest thing. I hope this doesn't take me too long. It's definitely going to require me to get some chains of some sort, but hopefully it won't take too long. I know the staff ghost is more difficult than the staff ghost on the previous version. As always, we're going to watch a lap of the BKT, even though the track is just a figure-8. There are some new strats that are done in this version of the track. So let's watch the replay. Let's go. Okay, so the BKT actually uses all 3 of his shrooms right away on this grass turn here. And it's going to be very difficult to stay very close to the wall, because with this, obviously the spear's drift is very bad. And there are Goombas now, so it makes the alignment very difficult. Gets 2 chain wheelies here, which I'm obviously not going to be getting. There's going to be 2 more Goombas here that actually get tighter on lap 2 and 3 as well. So it can be difficult to avoid the Goombas, gets another chain wheelie there, and the shroom is going to be a bit difficult. But if I can get those 2 things down, and maybe get some chains as well, then maybe I can get this done. Now let's go. Alright, here we go. Like I mentioned earlier, I did have my first day of online school today. How my school works for me is it's kind of mixed. Like I go to school some days for half the day and then come back and do the rest online, and some days are just full online. So today for me was full online, and my first day of actually going to school is on Thursday, and today's Monday. So at least for now, it's not that bad. It's not that much work that needs to be done. So I can definitely keep this series going. That was really bad. My wheelies dropped twice. But yeah, I can definitely keep this series going. The videos that take me a long time to make, like the tutorials or whatever it may be, it's going to be very difficult to get those out, and they'll come out much less often. But I am actually currently brainstorming for some new ideas for some sort of series that will not take me too much work, but will also be very unique and interesting, because I want some more diverse content for the channel. So instead of just having this series, which is relatively easy to make, I want to have something else as well. So I'm currently thinking of something, and hopefully I can get an idea down and get to work on it. And so that will provide some just fresh content for the channel, because I don't want to be doing the same videos forever, right? Because this, as long as I keep making CTGP updates, I can be doing this forever. And I'm not saying I won't be doing that forever, but I want to have other videos as well. You know, can't just be uploading the same thing over and over again. So yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully I can make it work out. It all depends on how much work I have, right? Obviously the first week of school is not that bad. It's just introduction and stuff that, you know, you basically already know. Review from last year, not much work, but I feel like once the weeks roll by, it's gonna get very difficult. I know for sure in the next 2 months, November through like January, I'll have a lot of time, because for some reason my school decided to make 3 of my 4 like quadmesters, is what they're called, very difficult. And my second one, I have English and a spare. So I only have 1 class and it's English. And my other 3 quadmesters have like all the sciences and maths in them. So those are gonna be very difficult, like my first one for example right now. But once November rolls around and I get my my second quadmester starts, I'm going to be having very little work to do, so I can definitely work on a lot of videos then. like definitely like some more tutorials and stuff like that. But for now, I'm actually getting pretty close to this goal. So I'm literally in an autopilot right now. I'm just doing whatever, but I'm not too far behind right now. Losing a lot of time here though. But yeah, for now, uploads will be pretty standard. A lot of the series definitely, because Mr. Bean keeps adding more and more track updates, which I am very thankful of, but it also means more work for me because I had to keep doing these, and I actually missed 2 updates last time because of just how often they were getting put out. But now since I have less time to work on the more difficult videos, like the tutorials and stuff, hopefully I won't be skipping any updates for this series. Nice half chain. Alright, let's get down to business on the staff ghost now. And this feels much sharper than it did in the old version. There is that ramp to the left, which by the way, I didn't know this until I watched the BKT, but it is obsolete. Yeah, it's not fast to take that ramp, so. Maybe it is for like flame runner, I don't know, probably not. It's probably just best to stick tight. If the ramp was like tight, then obviously it'd be better, but it's not, unfortunately. Okay, the staff goes from listening, does get some decent chains, and I'm very bad at chains. These Goombas are also kind of annoying, but not bad. It's actually entering lap 3 right now, and I'm only 0.3 behind, and I just started. I actually tried like for a few minutes with like Wario, to see if it was possible. I wasn't getting close at all to being this, so I decided to just use a faster character. But it doesn't look like, yeah, I wasn't gonna beat it there. But yeah, I would like to beat it with like Wario or something, but I don't want to go too crazy, especially since I don't have all the time in the world nowadays, so. But yeah, I'm definitely, just like the past series, I'm definitely gonna try to use some, you know, non-viable character vehicle combinations. Although most of the staff ghosts from this update are more difficult than the one in the previous update. Which I think I've said this in the previous video, but like, if someone were to try to get 250 gold stars like 2 years from now, let's say, it's going to be much more difficult because back in like 2016 or whenever it was when they introduced staff ghosts to CGP, the standards for making them were quite low, which is why some staff ghosts for older tracks are really easy to beat, like ridiculously easy, right? And nowadays, if you look at the new updates, almost every single staff ghost for every track that they make is somewhat difficult, you know? There's no like ridiculously easy staff ghost. So these harder staff ghosts are replacing all the easy ones, and you know, soon enough you're gonna have many more difficult staff ghosts in this game than there once was, you know, a few years back. So I'm lucky enough to already have at least like at the moment 240, so it won't be as bad for me, but for others who are just starting, it's only gonna get tougher and tougher. So if you want to get on that 250 gold star grind, I'd recommend starting as soon as possible before it gets too tough. And I don't know if it's my sensor or not, but I'm flicking my Wiimote and it's not giving me the wheelie. I think I'm just flicking a bit too early, because if you flick too early then it won't give you the wheelie. But that might be the case, we'll see. Okay. I'm still taking this a bit too wide. I'm getting too scared of hitting the wall. Just go all the way. Yeah, see? If I go hard left there, then I hit the wall. It's about timing when you start turning hard left. Because if you like soft drift towards the end of the turn, you just take it so wide. Like so wide to the point where you're not even in the grass. And you don't want that. The whole point of streaming is to cut the grass, right? See how wide I'm going compared to the staff ghost? Got a better alignment though. 1, 2, 3. Bad alignment. Still not bad though. Just barely behind him. Bad alignment, but maybe I can like sneak inside the scuba here. My wheelie can come out. Yeah, dude. I had to flick my Wiimote twice there to get my wheelie. I might just need a new sensor, but I don't think my sensor bar is broken. I think just the placement of it is just kind of out of the way. And that might be the reason why I'm not getting some of these inputs out. Because the sensor bar is just not reading the inputs properly. As good as it is to get like some new tracks updated, I feel like this track update specifically was kind of unnecessary because it's just Figure-8 circuit and they just made it look a bit better really and added Goombas and a ramp that isn't even used. So like it's great to have, you know, visual updates like this, but there are some other tracks that need updates much more than this one needed one, and there are other tracks that really need to get into CDGP. So I think they should be prioritizing those instead of things like this, but I'll take it honestly. It's still, you know, a nice little addition, nice little update, might as well. There's nothing that this version really takes away from the old one, so it's just a loop. There's not much you can add to it really. No point overcomplicating this track since one, it's a retro, so you can't really, and two, it's just a loop. So it would be nice to have like, you know, Desert Fort, for example, in instead of this update. That would be nice. And Desert Fort continues to not get into CDGP because it's not getting into the next update as well. I'm getting kind of annoyed because it's like my favorite track that's not in CDGP right now. Outside of like the old version of Color Wonderland, but that's obviously never coming back in. So really want that track into CDGP. Hopefully one day it'll get in because I know Jor's just updated it like a month back, so hopefully that can get in because that would be really nice. Definitely a track that I would, given the time, grind a lot in TTs for a good time. Ooh, nice chain relief. We're actually winning right now. I can just go inside here. That was bad. Yeah, now we're losing. There we go. Yeah, he gets a good chain there. And there's the drop. Unless I get like some chains or something, then I'm not gonna win. And there's the missed mini turbo. The chain lap too did help, but I need better. I had to realign. Like those Goombas are just really badly placed. It's just the alignment is so precise to avoid all of them without having to like really turn or hop or anything. That's why the old version, like I don't know why they added the Goombas. It just makes TTing more annoying. It just makes TTing this track more annoying because you have to worry about the Goombas. Nice. Anyone's game. That helps. Nope. Oh, I got a slip instead of what you want to do with Spirits, you want to like, kind of like the Luigi circuit shroom. You want to like wheelie and then hop, you know, to take it tighter. But I did that too quickly and I got a slip instead of what you want is a hop. So I took a turn too wide. Man, it's tough. These Goombas just make me take the lines. Like I just keep getting bad lines. I keep getting drop chains and man. The staff was actually harder than I thought. Like I knew it wasn't easy, but it's actually quite tough because I'm just so bad at these tracks. I'm better at like complicated tracks where you have to do all these strats and technical things and stuff, but when it comes to just turn and chain, like I can't do it. I'm so bad at chains, it's unbelievable. It's really, really causing me to struggle with this one. Getting some time on this turn as well just by taking the turn tighter. Because he does go not wide, but like not all the way tight. Okay. Here we go. Nice turn. Please. No, I got a drop. I got a drop, so I lost? I got a drop, so I lost. Yep. Seems about right. That consistency though with lap 2 and 3. That's just unfortunate, man. I'm gonna see the difference. It's like nothing. I got a crazy, I knew it because I'm just that bad at chains that I was ahead on the last straight and I knew I would get a drop and lose. Because I saw last run. I don't know if I'll show it in this video, but there was a run where I got to the end of the track, lap 3, and I saw he got a good chain and I didn't, yeah. Hey, try again I guess. This time hopefully I can get a chain. Because I just can't get them whenever they're important. And for this track, every single chain is important, so just unfortunate. Can't wait to get this over with, man. It's already been like almost an hour. Oh my gosh. An hour of Figure-8 circuit? That's just not it, man. That's too much. This is actually day 2 as well, because I don't have like an hour of time anymore. Like just straight, you know. So I did like half an hour yesterday. And now I'm on like almost half an hour today. So this is taking longer than I thought. This is taking longer than I thought. I think if I used Funky, I would have won, but I don't like using Funky. That was really good, wow. Okay, this is amazing. Yeah. Finish it off. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh my god, man, that was free? That was free. All I had to do was finish the lap. But I can't even finish one lap of a Figure-8. I can't. That was literally handed to me. That win was handed to me, and I couldn't even beat it. Oh my gosh, man. 0.250 ahead after lap 2. 0.250 ahead, and I still couldn't win. Oh my gosh. The runs where I actually complete 3 laps are the ones that are just not good enough, and the ones that are really good, I always fail somewhere stupid. That's just how it is. Oh my gosh. How am I still winning after that? Nice. Yes, I got a chain. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, I got a chain. Let's go. Chain for the win, man. Oh my gosh, that lap 2 was horrid. I don't know about lap 1 because you sure, but I will take it. I already knew that this run, beating the staff ghost, was going to come to getting that last chain. And eventually, if we kept getting enough runs, eventually I'd be able to get a chain of some sort and beat the ghost. Oh my gosh, that was very, 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 very lucky. I'll take it though. Not the best run by any means. I've had much better lap 1s that have been almost 0.3 ahead of the ghost, and that one was like under 0.1 ahead of the ghost, I think, after lap 1. But honestly, I'm just glad I beat this and I don't have to drive around a figure-8 over and over again anymore, because these kind of tracks are just not the kind of tracks that I like, that I enjoy, or surprisingly the ones that I'm good at, because I'm more of, you know, a custom track player. I like the tracks that are more complicated and more janky. So this is definitely outside of my comfort zone, one could say. But very glad I beat this. It's kind of surprising how this one took me longer than it took me to beat Abandoned Boardwalk. This one took me just over an hour, whereas Abandoned Boardwalk took me around 45 minutes. So that's kind of surprising, but I'm still happy I beat this. That's one more down, one more staff ghost out of the way, and of course we're gonna keep going because there is an update coming really, really soon. So I'm gonna have to keep grinding and hopefully find the time to beat these staff ghosts. Let's see how much I won by. Alright, so I got a 121.876 and the staff ghost got a 121.939. So that's around like 0.62 or something, I don't know. That's pretty close. I definitely expected it to be under 0.1 because of how simple the track is and how short the track is. And just how bad I am with the spear and chains and all that. But as you can see, I got 2 really close runs that just weren't quite enough, but managed to beat the staff ghost, and I'm really glad because I do not want to play this track anymore. And that is all for this episode of the Return to 250 Gold Stars. As always, if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.